Hello and welcome to the May update of the sugarcane rainfall outlook for the Southern, Gold Coast and New South Wales sugarcane district. In this presentation, we'll be covering recent rainfall amounts recorded so far in May, then the forecast rainfall over the short term. We'll then look at the June and July rainfall outlooks in detail before a short summary of the longer term winter rainfall outlooks and climate drivers. Since the start of May, we've seen mixed results regarding rainfall across the region. Totals of 100 to 120 millimetres so far through the Gold Coast and Northern Rivers regions have reached, or in some cases already exceeded, median May totals. However, rainfall totals of around 20 to 50 millimetres further south from Evans Head to Grafton are well below average, sitting at roughly 40 to 60% of May median rainfall for the region. In the short term, a strong cold front will cross New South Wales during Friday, with a low expected to form well away from the east coast later in the day. This will bring windy conditions but little in the way of rainfall, as we can see in the rainfall graphic for Friday above, with showers confined largely south of around Coffs Harbour. A colder air mass in the wake of the front will see minimum and maximum temperatures drop 2 to 4 degrees below average for May over the weekend and early next week, with temperatures gradually warming from mid next week. Here we have the chance of exceeding 25 millimetres of rainfall over the next fortnight, broken down into week-long periods. You can access these maps on the link above. I have selected 25 millimetres to display here, and on the website there are a number of rainfall thresholds available between 1 millimetre to 700 millimetres to choose from. On the left, week 1 covers from the 28th of May to the 3rd of June, and week 2 from the 4th of June to the 10th of June on the right. Over the Gold Coast region, we're looking at a less than 10% chance of exceeding 25 millimetres in each week. Further south, there's a 10 to 25% chance of exceeding 25 millimetres over New South Wales, with the odds increasing to 25 to 50% about the Ballina Coast in week 2. Into the whole of June outlook, and an average to slightly below average chance of exceeding the June median rainfall as predicted, with the model skill at this time of year moderate, getting it correct typically 50 to 65% of the time. For further information, including point location forecast, check out the Bureau Climate Outlooks page on the link above. This translates into a lower chance of seeing rainfall close to the historical median for the month, as we can see from the slightly lower values in the 50% chance of at least chart on the left, compared with the historical median map on the right. Expanding further on the possible June rainfall totals here, with the high chance on the left, the 75% chance of exceeding, or 3 out of 4 times, we can expect to see at least this much through the month of June, and the lower chance totals on the right, the 25% chance, or 1 out of 4 times, we would see these totals exceeded during June. Moving on to the month of July, and a neutral to slightly wetter signature is evident in the rainfall outlook that month, with average odds to slightly above average odds of 40 to 65% of exceeding the July median rainfall. The model skill during July is typically correct 55 to 60% of the time. This translates into about a roughly equal chance of seeing rainfall close to or slightly higher than the historical median for the month, as we can see from the slightly higher values in the 50% chance of at least chart on the left, compared with the historical median map on the right. Expanding on the possible July rainfall totals here, with the high chance on the left, the 75% chance of receiving at least, and the lower chance totals on the right, the 25% chance. A quick snapshot of the rainfall outlook for winter months through June to August as a whole, and we see a neutral signal around 40 to 60% of exceeding the median rainfall across winter. The modelling is typically correct 65 to 75% of the time through this forecast period. So what's driving this? We are currently in an El Niño watch, with 50% chance of an El Niño forming later this year, around double the normal likelihood. In recent months, we have observed eastern tropical Pacific waters warming, but we've seen little atmospheric response yet. All international climate models indicate it is very likely Pacific Ocean temperatures will reach El Niño thresholds during the winter. However, an atmospheric response is also required for an El Niño to be declared by the Bureau. El Niño is normally associated with lower than average winter and spring rainfall over eastern Australia. This translates into an about equal chance of seeing rainfall close to the historical median for the winter, as we can see from the similar values between the 50% chance of at least chart on the left, compared with the historical median map on the right. That's it for this update. As always, check the latest forecasts and warnings on the Bureau's website or the BOM weather app, and be sure to send any feedback through to agriculture@bom.gov.au. We'd love to hear from you. See you next Outlook. Thanks for listening.